Welcome everybody, Mathioli Charanam, Jainandalala. I wanted to speak about an important topic today, detachment. A lot of people don't know what it is. And I know I've mentioned this in my book, Surrendered. I've even talked about my journey and how I learned about it, how Ambal taught me what detachment is. Everything is there in brief, in detail, not brief, in detail. But here in this, I have a story from the Purana about detachment. And this is where Lord Krishna is in the picture. The story goes like this. It's a Brahmaloka. The scene is in Brahmaloka. And who's in Brahmaloka? Brahma, Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma is talking to Sage Narada. Both are there. Now Sage Narada he has a lot of questions. So he's asking Lord Brahma. Now Sage Narada knows about himself. He's a very, he's a detached person, right? He's detached everything. The only thing he thinks about is Lord Narayana. Narayana, Narayana, the whole time chanting his name, singing his bhajans. And he's obviously no family, everything he has let go. And so he wanted to know more. So he's asking Lord Brahma. He's very inquisitive. And he's got this thing that he's the best, chastest person ever, all that. So he wants to hear it from his father, Brahma, right? He wants to hear that, oh, you're the chastest person of all, my son, kind of thing. So he asks Lord Brahma, Swami, who is the chastest person in this whole world? He asks his father, Lord Brahma. So Lord Brahma smiles and he says, now, first of all, what is chastest? For people who, just for an idea, what is chastest? No physical relationship, modest, pure, simple, refraining from any sexual activity, celibate. Now, this is what that word means. So he has posed that question to Lord Brahma, thinking that Lord Brahma will say, oh, chastest is you, my son. After all, you. So Sage Narada was expecting that from Lord Brahma. Now, Lord Brahma, with a smile, he says, the divine that incarnated on earth, though he bewildered people with his charisma, dancing and singing with the gopikas, Krishna is the most austere of all, the chastest of all. Lord Brahma says. Now Narada felt this is kind of some joke. He really thought it is a joke. So he laughed and he said, you're kidding, no? You're not kidding, right? Is this kind of a joke? How could the Lord, who consorted with, played Rasalilas with thousands of gopikas, be called chaste? And how can I accept this? Says Sage Narada. Well, if you seek an explanation for this truth, you can go and meet Sage Durvasa. He will give you answers for this question. Lord Brahma says. Now, Sage Durvasa is observing severe penance by fasting every day. Lord Brahma says. So he's observing severe penance every day by fasting. Every day. So Narada is again thinking, what is wrong with my father today? First he calls Lord Krishna chasist. And now he's telling me that Sage Durvasa is fasting every day. I can't understand because Durvasa is one, to his knowledge, he could never deal with hunger. He ate many times a day, and it was his overeating that resulted in him in being short-tempered like that. And his anger, he cursed so many people every day. It just didn't sit well. What is my father saying? So Narada is totally confused. He's like, what is going on? It doesn't sit well. What I know and what I'm hearing is two different opposite things. So Brahma continues, not Brahma. He says, you chant Narayana every day. You sing his praises every day. You think because you chant his name every day and you sing his praises every day and you perform penance without considering marriage or anything, women, nothing, you think that is chaste? That is austere? Lord Brahma says. So you think all the sages who have been doing penance, giving up everything in their life, doing penance is the chastest? He asks Sage Narada. Narada's confused. He's thinking about these questions posed by Lord Brahma. If you want to know the truth, you can go and ask Lord Krishna yourself, says Lord Brahma. Narada is wanting to know. So he says, okay. He knows where to find Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is in Gokulam. So he goes there. He goes there and he waits. He goes to one house after another. Every house, there's a Krishna. Not only that, every house, there's a Gopika, there's a Krishna. Wherever there's a Gopika, there's a Krishna. So many Krishnas in every house. So many Gopikas in every house. I'm totally confused who's the real Krishna. And he goes very far away in the garden and he sits under a tree. And he says, Narayana, you know I'm coming to, I came in fetch of you. I came to see you. Please come to me. The simplest thing, right? You don't know where to go, who to go to, which house to go to. So just sits there and says, please come to me. Of course, Lord Krishna knows. He knows, he's aware. He did come. He came. Though he was waiting for the whole night, Lord Krishna appeared. Wait is needed. We have to wait. Waiting is key, no? So the sage Narada had to wait. And Lord Krishna came. Casually, Lord Krishna comes, sits beside him. But he didn't look happy. He looked a little sad, a little down. No happiness, no joy in his face, usually, you know. Krishna, happiness was not there. So Narada was concerned. The minute he saw his Lord, a little unhappy, he was concerned. So he says, Swami, I have been waiting for the whole night to see you. And now I see you and you're not happy. Why are you so sad? Are you not well? Narada asks him. Krishna is like, I think Durvasa ate too much today. That's given me a bellyache. He says. Now Narada is already confused. Now Lord Krishna is also saying something confusing even more. Durvasa has eaten. Why is that giving him a stomachache? Is what Narada is thinking. So he quietly asks Lord Krishna, Swami, I'm very ignorant. I'm sorry. But can you please tell me why is your stomach hurting if Durvasa is eaten? Fair enough. Lord Krishna smiles. His usual cute smile, no? Lord Krishna's. He smiles and he says, Narada, do you think everything that Durvasa eats is for his pleasure? No. Before and after every meal, he says, Krishnarpanam. What does that mean? This is dedicated to Krishna. And then he drinks a glass of water. All that food that he eats becomes dedicated to me. I eat them, he says. That makes Durvasa one who fasts forever. You see that? Krishnarpanam. So whatever he eats goes to Lord Krishna. Now we understand why Krishna is having a bellyache. Durvasa. So Lord Krishna is continuing. Durvasa is not even responsible for his anger. Do you know that? He says. He surrenders even the air that he breathes at my feet. So the one who surrenders is all to me. Like Durvasa does, he's a complete saint. Lord Krishna said. Now Narada is realizing that consciously or unconsciously, good or evil, if one surrenders all his acts at the feet of the Lord, he would attain complete detached mental state. Why I said good or evil is because whatever we do, if we think of the Lord, obviously we're not going to do evil, right? That is then another story where Lord Krishna says, you give everything to me in my name. Do everything in my name. Good or evil, he says, right? So Arjuna asks him, so even evil. So he says, well, if you think of me, will you be able to do evil? That is where the catch is, right? If you think of me, would you be able to do evil? You take my name and you do that. So he has got his answer to that one question about Durvasa. To get the answer of the next question, he goes to Durvasa. Durvasa welcomes him with so much joy and respect. It's a joy to receive Narada. He is joy. When he comes itself, it's like fun. And for Durvasa, he needs fun. He's a very serious person. So he welcomes Narada, sits him down. And Narada has no time. He's very confused already with this question. He's like, it's chewing his brain, you know. So he's like, oh sage, great sage, please answer this question of mine. I want to know this answer. It's really chewing my brain. Who is the purest celibate in all three worlds? He asks Durvasa. Durvasa smiles and he says, of course, it's Lord Krishna. Most certainly, the supreme celibate of this universe. No, Narada, okay, you need to explain this. I need to know. Now, you all need to know. That is why this question came up. We all need to know. Because every time people, they talk about Lord Krishna, they don't know this. They don't know this. So Durvasa explains, one who stays away from women or one who tries to avoid the company of women is not the chaste person. So that is what Narada thinks, right? All the sages, rishis, munis, and himself, right? Thinks he's avoiding women, he doesn't marry, all that. So those are the chases. So Durvasa is saying, no, one who avoids, one who stays away from women are not the chases. A really strong and firm celibate is the one who will not shun away the company of women, but mix with them without any real involvement. Wow. Though Krishna was friendly with thousands of gopikas, he could safeguard himself with a sense of detachment. He saw the cows and the gopis in the same manner. Male or female, it didn't matter to him. All of them were souls for him, Atma. And he's the Paramatma. You see how deep this is? It didn't matter. Each one looked at him as their child, as their parent, as their friend, as their teacher, as their God, as their husband. That is who they saw him as. And happily expressed their devotion and love for him. He is the Lord beyond all the attachment. His grace is like the lotus leaf that does not hold any water on it. Have you seen that? Even if it's pouring rain, that droplet of water will not stick to that leaf. It slides down beautifully. No attachment. That is how the Lord is. He is one who has come to redeem the Jivatmas without considering the body it is in. So to all those who think Krishna's enjoying with women, Krishna's got too many wives, here's your answer. The chastest, not just like that, the chastest of all. I'm so happy when I say this because I get so angry when I hear people say that. And this was important to, we need to educate everybody. We have to tell them what Lord Krishna taught us. We should know. We have to learn from him. Avoiding is not the key. Being and that amount of control of mind, everything. So much love is poured on him each and every day. He takes it all without any attachments. And that is what he's taught everybody. Narada thanks Durvasa for the enlightenment. There is only one truth, and that is the greatest truth. There's only one. Serving everybody, giving love, showing mercy, being kind, giving and only giving. Remember, there's no taking. People are always talking about, I gave, they didn't give. You give. Ends there. You give if you want. If you want to give this much, give that much. No expecting. That is what the Lord did. When the Lord of the Lord of the Lords did that. Who are we? We have to learn from him. Detachment is all about that. It tells us to do our part and forget the rest. And everything is love. Only love. Detachment does not mean no love. There's a big confusion again. Why do people love Lord Krishna? Because he showed only love. Right? He showed us only love. If he was attached, I'm telling you right now, nobody would have loved him. Because attachment, he would have expected things in return. Does he expect anything from us? No. He expects only love. He expects only pure love. There's another story I really, really love when it comes to detachment. The best way to explain what it is with this story. So the story goes like this. There was a sadhu, a saint, and of course he owned nothing. He's sitting under a tree and chanting the Lord's name the whole time. He's always doing devotional songs, or he's talking about the Lord. So people come and gather once in a while around him, and they all have conversations. They ask him questions, he answers. See, everybody knows, oh, this man knows a lot. So he gets this name, the word spreads, He's like a big, literate, knowledgeable person. But he doesn't own anything. He's like a beggar, sitting there. He owns nothing. He sits under the shade. The sky is his home. The sky is his roof. The tree is his shade. That's it. Nothing else. So the king gets to know about this man. The word spreads so far and wide. The king gets to know him. Now the king is very curious. He wants to come and meet him. So he gets his ministers, and in his chariot he comes, and he saw this man sitting there. He gets down the chariot with respect, and he goes and tells him, Swami, I've heard a lot about you. Would you care to come with me to the palace? That way, I want to learn a lot from you. So we would have thought the sadhu will say, no, this is my place. I don't want to come. Right? No. The sadhu immediately agrees. He says, sure, I'll come with you. I'll come with you to the palace. And he goes with the king to the palace. The king did not have to ask him even more than once. I mean, he just asked once, and the sadhu agreed, and they left. Now the king showed him all respects, gave him food, shelter. He gave him a room, a big guest room. He gave him rich robes to wear. The sadhu did not say no to anything. He used the rich robes. He ate in the silver plates. He drank his juice from silver glasses. And he was in his room enjoying all the comforts, luxuries. And the king was watching him for 1 month. And the king thought, okay, he's probably missing all this. He's not seen it, so he's enjoying it. Fine. But then the same thing continued month after month. 6 months went by, and sadhu's the same. So the king is wondering, what is wrong with this man? Did I just pick up some fraud and come in? And the minister on top of that is, feeding the king with all these things. Like, I think you got a fraud in the palace. We have to get rid of him. He doesn't seem genuine. Because when he was outside there, he was talking about all the spiritual thing. And the king goes and asks. Whenever the king went and talked to him, he spoke very spiritually and everything. That never changed. But his interest for all the material and everything, he didn't say no to anything. Whatever the king gave, he took. Now the king goes and asks him directly. Now, I brought you here so that I can learn from you. I want to be like you. You were different. I like that part of you. That detachment. You didn't want all this. And you were sitting there so happily. I like that about you. And that is why I brought you here to the palace, that I can learn things from you. Now, looking at you for the past 6 months, I feel there's no difference between you and me. The king says. Can you explain this? The sadhu looks at him. He's not shocked. He's not surprised. He's not angry. He looks at him and he says, I have been waiting for a very long time. When will this king ask me this question? Well, better late than never, he says. Tomorrow morning, you will get an answer from me, he says. Let's sleep today night. Tomorrow morning, I will give you the answer for this, he says, and he goes. The king is so curious, he's anxious. He's like, okay, can't wait for tomorrow morning. And there you go. He is waiting in the morning. He didn't even sleep the whole night, obviously. Waiting, and he comes in. The sadhu comes in, the same rags that he was wearing the day the king picked him up from the streets. He came out in the same rags that he was wearing, the same stuff that he had, the little instrument that he was carrying to do his bhajans, all that he's brought, and that small bag he had. And he comes and stands in front of him. The king is surprised. What happened? Why is he back to his rags in his mind? So the sadhu said, so you want your answer, right? And the king says, yes, I'm waiting. So he says, you have to come with me for that. Can you come with me? He says. So the king says, what do you mean come with you? He says, yeah, you have to come with me. So the king says, I can't come with you. I have all this, the kingdom and my praja, my people, my country, men. How can I leave them and come? Out of the blue, you say, come with me. How can I just leave everything and come? The sadhu smiles and says, oh, king, I think you answered your own question. That is the difference between you and me, he says. I can walk away now, but you can't. How beautiful. That one line is enough. I can walk away right now without any emotions to any of those luxuries that you gave me, that I enjoyed for 6 months. Because I enjoyed them without any attachment towards them. Because when he's leaving in the same rags he was brought in. Happily. Oh, I'm going to miss all this. No. How beautifully this story explains what detachment is. I love the story because of that. I always looked for the perfect story. And I read the story somewhere. Don't remember where I read it, but since then it's like nailed in my head because, yeah, Ambal taught me what detachment is. But how am I supposed to tell others? You have to know how to say it. What is detachment? If someone asks, you should know how to tell them. And this is a perfect story for that. That's it. That's one line is enough. The king was left astounded. The king was left speechless. Oh, king, this is the difference between you and me. I can leave right now, but you cannot. Right? That's the question we all have to ask us and work on it. Correct? So interesting things like that. With Ambal also, right? There's a lot of incidences where I can relate about detachment when we get so attached to certain things that we want. We think that it is, we have the right to those things. Especially when I wanted to do my fashion design. It was like, I was like, it was like, I would say it's in my blood. This is what I want. This is who I am. All this. But now I understand that drive, that connection, that desire is all that she had given me. She instilled those desires in me for fashion design. And I went and told her, I want to do fashion design. This is who I am. Like she doesn't know. And she gave it. The right time she gave it. It was not easy. That was very difficult, but I did it with her blessings. It was done. But in the end, when I went to, like, she came in 2017, and that was the year I was graduating. And I fell at her feet. I did namaskaram to her and I said, Amma, with your blessings, I completed my degree. I'm graduating this year. But Amma, I said, I'm not so excited or happy. And she smiled like she already knew, right? She already knew this is going to happen. Amma, I'm not so excited. I'm not like, wow, I'm done. You know, you like jump with flying colors and all that. No, no excitement like that. And she's waiting to hear what I'm going to say. I said, you know, I feel like I want you, Amma. That is all I need. Not the certificate. Not this anything. I need just you, I said. So that life journey took me through all those things to come to that juncture, that place where I fling everything out and I say, I don't want all this. It's not giving me that happiness. I fought so much for all this. I beat up myself for all this. I worked tirelessly for all this. And in the end, it's all a lesson. At what point a person comes there, right? It's a journey to get to that spot where you understand all these are no use. Attaining that one truth, the goddess Amba. And that is enough. Look, she's enough. Because she's the happiness, she's the everything. She's the one who gives, the one who takes. Everything belongs to her. In the end, we have to leave everything and go. Remember that. Nobody's taking anything with them. So, why attach anything to anywhere, right? All this certificates, this promotions, this society rules, the society pictures that the society makes. People who go to college, who want to look for college, oh, the Ivy Leagues, oh, that, oh, this, all this stress. is who? What God made? Is it God made? No, it's man made. This is man made. Did the God make all the Ivy Leagues? No. Did God do all the promotions in the workplace? All the politics in the workplace? No. All man made. But we got so involved with all the man made stuff, forgetting what the God has made. All these attachments, we forgot all the real stuff. Man made has taken the powerful form. It's an illusion. Man made is illusion. Once you understand that, nothing bothers. Nothing. It's like, it's so simple, straightforward. Nobody can hurt you. Nobody can bother you. Nothing can bother you because you are one with the one. And that is the goal. That is the promotion, everybody. When you get promoted, you'll be one with the Supreme. That is the Ivy League. That is the promotion. I also have kids, right? And what I tell them is, this is what I tell them, because this is the truth. Life's truth is, all these man-made stuff, don't give importance. Work hard, do your part. Whatever has to come, Ambal will give you. Everything else is not meant for you. So don't even have desires for things that are not meant for you. Am I right? This is the lesson we as parents have to teach our kids. This is our duty. Because tomorrow, if they don't get something, they'll get upset. They don't know. It's not like they're born with the enlightenment ring around their head. No, we have to show them the path. It's our duty. Because I know for me also, it is a hard path. Thank God for Ambal in my life. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here, right? It's all a journey. It's not an easy journey. When we learn it ourselves, it's not easy. We are very, very, very lucky to have a guru who shows us the path, who tells us, hey, do this, do that. Very lucky. Very, yes. And I'm very proud to say I'm dependent. I'm dependent. Totally, 100% dependent on my Ambal. I'm not independent. I don't want to be independent. In this era, right, when you say, I want to be dependent, it's not a good thing. Oh, she's dependent. No, I'm dependent on my Ambal. I don't know. It's like a blindfold in my eyes if she's not there. If she's there, I can have the eyes. If my eyes are open also, I'm okay. If she's there, she's my eyes. So, yes, I'm dependent and detached to everything else, and I'm attached to her. I'm only attached to the Ambal. And that is how it's supposed to be. We have to work on that. Every day we have to keep keeping a check on ourselves. When we get desires, we think, okay, let's put a check on it. Do we need it? If we need it, if we really need it, if we deserve it, it'll be given to us. Otherwise, no. Let go. That has to happen. There are very few people who are happy and content with what they have, you know. And those are the happiest. And those are the most dearest to the Lord. Those are the most dearest to the Lord. So our question should be, do I have to be in his favorite list or not? Mathioli Charanam, Jai Nandalala.